Right, welcome back. So now we're going to go, and I'm going to call this a feel-through of the birthday messaging legacy application, in which we're going to just go through the various components, hopefully in one video. Otherwise, we probably go through 2 videos in the process. So first thing we come across is obviously a welcome message and basically onboarding type of process where you walk through the uses of the application. So you can see here it provides you with a narrative on how the application can work for you. So it would be probably a good idea just to read through this step by step. Yeah, so for instance, you can see here set a schedule, go through that, configure automation, you can go through that, the Facebook overlay, so there's a Facebook overlay which I'll show you a bit later. You can go through that, and you have your all set. So once you've done that, you can just say get started, and then it puts you in a position to play around with it. So here's the home page, and you can see here it provides you with a foray. You can see, so this is the dashboard. So you can see various tips being provided here with a golden globe bulb, I might say, and then you have there and today's summary, so that will represent how many greetings have been sent out in the process. So this will serve as the open the Facebook page, so which is good. So you can do that, and then you can see this is what we're talking about when you want to use that to see what birthdays. As you can see here, I have 2 birthdays which I have for that. So let's come back here. So I'm just going to go back to the original and put that there. So that's that, and then we have the contacts, so to show us what contacts we have. So as you can see, that has already been provided for the people who have birthdays already in place or coming up. So you can see here I have all the birthdays for those who I wish to wish a happy birthday. So these are for the coming month or coming day. So that's for today. You can see all of these. So all these birthdays are coming up, yeah, as you can see here. So that's quite useful. And then you've got home, and then here you can create. So let's just go back here. So I've done that. So you can create message templates. So you can do that here, and I'm going to do all of that. So I'm just feeling my way through and getting used to the application itself. And then we have, if I go back, am I say where I can go back? So I can go right back to the top, and then you can create a thing. And so you can create a message template. You can create timeline posts, so you can post on whoever's birthday it is. So these are the posts you can create here. Upload images. Create a library. You have a library which you can access such. So it's quite a comprehensive application. And I'm going to go back to the top and go back home, and then go back here, and then I can analyze stuff as well. So okay, post sent today, this week, this month, and those have failed. So all of that. And you can see upcoming birthdays, as you can see here. That's useful. And go back again, go back home, and go back here, and you see birthdays. So these are all the birthdays I've already shown here, and those are the birthdays for today. That's useful, isn't it? And then go back up again, and let's go back home again. So I think we've more or less covered all of that. And then we have help tips, so you can see that. So these will be useful as things you can do to improve your experience, short codes and things like that. So you've got quick start, you've got keywords you can use, you've got pro tips, you've got documentation. So let's look at one of those. Quick start setup guide. There you go. Isn't that wonderful? So as you can see, I'm feeling my way through because I wasn't fully aware of all of this. So this is quite useful. You can read through this. Birthday messaging quick start guide. So let's go back to the application here, and let's go back. So we must have ways of navigating back. Contacts, analytics, that, and let's go for the next one. We've got FAQ. There you go, frequently asked questions. All of these are here. It's quite good, isn't it? Wonderful. We'll come back again. So notice I'm getting into a pattern now. Next, health tips. So we go back to the bottom here, and then troubleshooting. So when you have problems, you're going to use that. All good. You can do that here. And then come back again, go to the button, and there, and then you can do privacy policy. It's all there. There you go. Nicely and well presented here. And come back again. So we have this. So we're going to start producing videos and all that. So apart from reading about it, and these are the terms of service as well, which you find useful. Okay, so let's go back here, and then we come back up here. So we've just gone through the home. So this is where we're going to create stuff. We're going to create message templates. We're going to create a template timeline post. We're going to create an image library, and then we're going to create message groups. So a series of messages that you can create, and then you use canned type of messages that can be sent out, especially if you've got a large numbers of them, so to speak. Then we can automate the process. Yeah, as you can see here, the allowance is left for that. You can run a check to see that. Okay, if you click on that, you can run a check, and then, so as you can see, I'm feeling when it's advanced settings. So these are the advanced settings. Okay, so how many messages can you send per run? What's the time? So it's here at 1 minute. Yeah, and then you can see per session, auto clicked, and things like that. And then you can also pause it. So if you don't want it sending out messages, you want to cool off. So say for instance, I've had a situation you have 67 messages. You want to control that. So maybe do some, beginning, middle of the day, and so forth. So you have control of all of that. So in terms of the automation process. And let's look at, and then you have here the account. Okay, so this is your profile. Your profile details. So your account again, and then you have what subscription you're part of. You can see that there, and then you can see if you want to change your password, and you go back there, and then if you want to log out. Furthermore, if you decide you want to delete your account, you can do that with helpful tips down here. And this is obviously powered by BirthdayMessaging, one of our websites. And then if you want to restart your welcome tour, you can do that all over again. And if you want to get out of that, you can just say skip tour. So back home. And alright, so in the next series of videos, I'm going to break this down and talk about, the various aspects, from creating a post to message templates to timeline posts to an image library and then message groups as well. Now how we can automate the process and how we can just manage the account. So these are going to be now broken down into subtopics. So I think we've come to the end of our feel through of the application. So the next video will involve basically going through the facets of this wonderful application. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. There's a link which leads to the waiting list. Also, if you want to take it a step further, reach out. All of that are provided in the links where you can do so. Thank you very much, and have a great one. So I'll just go back to the main one where I've got my things sorted out, and I'll close out.